Welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my February update. So, just before I get into that, first off, I think a few people, I don't remember if I fully explained it or not, but as you've probably seen me talk about in my video, it's gonna be hard for me to get stuff from the UK now, and technically, that's right. I can still get stuff from the UK. Amazingly enough, apparently Amazon UK puts the import tax on the order right away, so that way the stuff can go through customs here in Denmark without any problems. And that helps me a little bit, but I still have to pay the import taxes, even though that's not all that much. But the main issue I had was not the import taxes. The import tax is really not that much, so I can live with that. The big problem I had with UK leaving the EU was the Danish postal service. If you let's take America for example, it's the same deal for UK now. It's always been when I order from US, I have to pay import tax and I have to pay the Danish postal service to figure out what I have to pay in import tax, and the import tax is almost never more than 10, maybe $15, where the fee that the postal service wants to figure out I need to pay those $10-15 can be anything between 20 and 30 $40 depending on how much stuff I order. So a $15 Blu-ray or 4K can easily get into the $50 range with import tax and the Danish postal service. It's the Danish postal service fee that I'm having the problem with. That's way too high, and that's why I can pretty much only order from Amazon UK now. And sadly, I since they put this new effect in order, I can't even pre-order stuff. I have to wait till it's actually in store and them making it available for me to buy in Denmark. Let's take 88 Films as the Young Master release that came out a week ago now, I want to say. I still can't buy that from Amazon. I don't know. Apparently it's only UK right now, so hopefully I don't miss out on that one. So I'm telling you this now because I've had 4 people reach out to me letting me know that they'll help me out getting this stuff, especially Young Master. I've talked about that on Twitter here and there. So you guys know who you are. Thank you. I've explained the situation, and now I've explained it to you guys too. So I can get stuff. I just don't want to pay the Danish postal service. So with that, let's get into my 50 plus update. Here we go. So as usual, let's start off with the Blu-rays from Hong Kong. I picked up the Inspector Wear Skirts. Just got this yesterday and actually watched it yesterday because I couldn't remember if I ever saw it or not. And I did see it before, just been way too long for me to remember it. And I enjoyed it. A bunch of police women or women being gathered to train to be a special unit and go on a mission at the end. And it does have English wording. I don't know if you care. And Next up from Hong Kong too, I picked up Royal Warriors. Now, apparently I keep having this mixed up with another movie. Royal Warriors here is in the series In the Line of Duty. This is technically In the Line of Duty 2. And the movie I keep mixing it up with is In the Line of Duty 1, which is also called Yes Madam. I was looking for Yes Madam on Blu-ray. It is out there, but sadly it's out of print, so I couldn't even find a used copy of it anywhere. So I guess I'm missing out on that one, even though I actually quite want it. And then from America, Vinegar Syndrome. I talked about the third one in my last update, Martial Law. This is, or Martial Law 3. This is Martial Law 1 and 2. If you flip it around, you have Martial Law 2, and it's the same on the inside, where the front cover is Martial Law 1, and if you flip the cover, it's Martial Law 2. I just don't like this packaging or the case all that much. It's a pain in the ass to get in. See, it's easy to damage the case here, so I don't know why they did it that way, but yeah, I can't do much about it. And then you have a poster and Martial Law 2 artwork. And 2 discs. Extreme close-up. And I got number 2177 of 4000. And from the UK via Amazon. Also got this yesterday, so I haven't gotten around to unpack it yet. I got Nowhere to Run, one of my favorite Van Damme movies. So technically I did have the Danish release of this, but it's part of a new line of Van Damme movies, so of course I had to pick this one up. So I got 1707 of 3000. And yeah. And of course with that, let's just continue. Maximum Risk. Another Van Damme from 88 Films. Never cared all that much for this movie, to be honest. But again, get one, get all. And I got 1275 of 3000. And of course, Double Team. Not one of Van Damme's best, but I still have a great time with this. And what number did I get here? 2400 and I can't even read it. 60 of 3000. Dennis Rodman it is quite amusing in this one, and this, I don't know why, but seeing him in this one always makes me want to see the movie he starred in himself called Simon Says. So that'll probably never get a Blu-ray release. Then from 101 Films, I picked up Tammy and the T-Rex. Now all these UK titles I had to pick up in one order to save on import taxes and shipping, stuff like that. I've already talked about it. Now this movie, I've never seen it. The trailer looks weird as all hell. I'm not even gonna pretend like it's a movie that I'll probably like. I have no idea if I will or not. But again, those damn numbers. So I picked it up. Still need to get around to watching it. Again, just got it yesterday. So, Tammy and the T-Rex. Then from my US order from Arrow, I picked up The Last Starfighter. You could only get this in the UK. Again, a movie I saw quite a few times growing up, but it's been ages since I've seen it, so gonna be nice to get around to it again, I guess. So, again, bunch of special features. And I didn't even get the artwork flipped around. Let's just do that. Oh, just like that. And I love these slip covers Arrow doing. It doesn't feel like a regular slip cover. I don't even know how to describe the slip cover, and just that glare. And the same case here, the UK edition of Beyond Re-animator. I already had the US version from Vestron with slipcover and everything, but I just couldn't help myself when I saw this slipcover. Also the text, I haven't gotten it to work, but the texture on this slipcover kind of makes me think it's glow in the dark. So even though I haven't gotten it to work, but yeah, had to get it. So, oh, stay upright. Didn't flip the artwork around on that either. Now, if I could only get the limited edition Arrow versions of the first two movies. I do have the regular Bride of Re-animator version, but there's a version of the movie missing in that. And I do have the second side of the regular Re-animator, but I kind of want all three from Arrow Video. So that's it for the Blu-rays. Let's just continue to the 4K titles. First up, from Australia, I picked up Predator 2. I already had Predator 1, and I picked up the latest Predator not that long ago. So I didn't want to pick up the box set to get all four Predators. And apparently only Australia put out Predator 2 and Predators in single disc releases. So I bought them. Technically, this should have been a November release. I ordered this late November, and it took JB Hi-Fi a full month to ship it out. They shipped it out 2 days before Christmas Eve, and it took almost 6 weeks to get here. So it's been on a journey. And this is only the 4K disc. There is no Blu-ray in this release. So if you care about that at all. And of course, same go around. Picked up Predators, also only 4K disc. Then I made a different order, JB Hi-Fi again, in mid-December, and again it took them 2 weeks. This time it took them 2 weeks to ship it, and again almost 6 weeks to get here. No. Yeah, almost. I picked up Creed. I picked up Creed 2 in my previous update, I think it was. So, of course, I had to get the first one in 4K too. And we did have Creed 2 here in Denmark on 4K, but we never got the first one. And I don't know why, because this one does have Danish subtitles, so there could easily have been a Danish release. Also picked up the first Amazing Spider-Man, just to get something for my shipping. Shipping is a bit expensive for just one title, so I added the missing Spider-Man movie to my 4K collection. Then going into my Danish pickups, the remaining movies I picked up from the sale I've talked about, which apparently still is going on, just not as many titles. I picked up the first It, Stephen King It. I quite enjoyed this first movie, so of course when they added that to the sale, it was a no-brainer. So picked up Stephen King's It. And of course, same go around, picked up It Chapter 2. Now, granted, this is not a well-liked movie by a lot of people, unlike the first one. I don't like it nearly as much as the first one, but I don't hate it nearly as much as a lot of other people do. So, I can put it on and watch. Then I picked up A Quiet Place. And where the hell is Quiet Place 2? They could have released that by now. I don't expect it to be a major blockbuster at the cinemas, even though it could be. I wouldn't be surprised either if it was. So they could have put that out one way or another now. But the first one, I did not expect to like this at all when I first saw it come out. I didn't go to the cinemas to see it. It was out for a while before I even got around to watching it. And yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, so I need Quiet Place 2. Then I picked up Tomb Raider. Again, a video game movie that don't get much love, but I quite enjoyed this one actually. The Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies are quite cheesy, but mindless fun, popcorn movies, and technically I guess you could call this a popcorn movie too, but I'm actually quite happy that we're getting a sequel now. So yeah, Tomb Raider. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I quite enjoyed this one actually. Again, one people don't seem to like all that much. When Godzilla came out, there was people complained that it was bad because you didn't see enough of Godzilla. This one comes out, has plenty of Godzilla kaiju action, and people still complain. So I don't know how to please them. Hopefully Kong versus Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong, I don't remember what order, will please them a bit more. So yeah. Gremlins, classic 80s movie, which again, it's been many years since I've watched it. Let's see, it's Warner Brothers. To be honest, while I do see it as a classic, I'm a little bit surprised that this one got a 4K release this early on, but I'm happy it did. I doubt the second one will get one anytime soon. Oh boy. Rambo, Last Blood. In my last update, you saw me picking up the first 3 movies. And sadly, again, the 4th one doesn't have a 4K release here in Denmark, so I guess I'm gonna have to try and get that from the UK. Now, this one, and before any of you write anything down below, This is the full 101 minute long cut of the movie. We've never had the cut version here in Denmark, so yeah, that's not the problem. I just didn't care all that much about this movie, to be honest, and you got it because completing the franchise, I guess. So yeah. Then I picked up Gladiator. Great movie. Of course, I don't need to say much about that, I guess. I'm quite interested and curious to see what they're gonna do with the sequel that's apparently planned. So yeah. Gladiator. Hellboy, the remake. Yes, I bought Hellboy. Yeah, let's just let that sink in for a minute. I love the Ron Perlman movies. I would have loved to get the third chapter in that franchise or series. And sadly, that's not gonna happen, I guess. And this one is just further proof that there just isn't that much interest in Hellboy, apparently. And the quality of this movie doesn't help either. But I still found some amusement in it. So, again, 3 for 2 sale. So, I was running out of titles to add. So. Brightburn. And here in Denmark, again, we got the full cut of the movie. Thankfully. I didn't hate it. Dark Superman, I guess it's what people are saying. And I wouldn't mind a sequel, actually. Even though I guess they would have him grow up a bit and turn into a villain, or fully turn into a villain, but who's gonna fight him? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one is enough. Oh, brother. Smurfs, The Lost Village. Again, this was from a different site, and they had one of the movies I was missing that you'll see here in a bit that I wanted really cheap, and just to get something out of paying the shipping, this one was the cheapest 4K they had on the site, and it was like $6 or $7. So I just, well, why not? So yeah, I bought the Smurfs. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the latest Quentin Tarantino movie. I quite enjoyed the movie, actually. Granted, it's not the Quentin Tarantino movie I would go back to as often as other movies he's done, but I still enjoyed this movie. And I guess so far it is the first and only Tarantino movie we have on 4K, even though Inglourious Basterds is apparently getting a release. So I'll definitely get that for the collection. So yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Then I picked up Inferno, sold the steelbook I had, and yeah, again, 3 for 2. I wouldn't mind them continuing this franchise, but I don't know if that's in the works or not. So yeah, Inferno. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Great movie. Took a little while to get used to the animation, but I'm really looking forward to the sequel. So, yeah. Jason Bourne. Now, this one, again, I do still have the US Steelbook for this, but I picked up a 5 4K movie pack where this one was included, where there was a few titles that I wanted. So, yeah, I'm guess I'm selling that Steelbook too, which isn't all that common right now. Or uncommon, rather. So, yeah. Jason Bourne, not my favorite franchise by far, so I'm not in a rush to get all those movies. And guess I should have shown this one before. Inferno. The Da Vinci Code. Another one included in the 5 movie pack, which I bought at a supermarket that is technically a part of the chain I work for. So I had my staff discount too, which helped quite a bit. So, picked up Da Vinci Code. Technically, the 5 movie pack did include one of the Grey, 50 Shades of Grey movies. I ain't keeping that one. As also in that pack, Secret Life of Pets, the first one. I quite enjoyed this one actually. I don't know. It's not DreamWorks. What, Illumination? I like these Illumination movies. Minions. What's Gruesome Me? Whatever it's called in English. I don't remember. Secret Life of Pets 1 and 2. So yeah, I'll watch this again. Then I picked up Jumanji, late great Robin Williams. Fun movie. Classic, I guess. Then I also picked up Jumanji, The Next Level. I quite enjoyed these later Jumanjis actually, and I might actually say I like this one more than Welcome to the Jungle. For whatever reason, Welcome to the Jungle isn't included in any sales. The first and this one, the third one, was both included in sales, and the second one is still full price. So don't have that one yet. I'll have to wait. Why is the brand or almost new one more cheaper than the second one? If I can put my words together correctly. More Terminator. Terminator Salvation. So I guess only Terminator 1 and 3 doesn't have a 4K title or release. Granted, I doubt that they will, but hopefully. Again, not the best Terminator movie by far, but I enjoyed this one more than 3, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's... I enjoyed it. Then I picked up The Mummy, Brendan Fraser. I have quite a bit of fun with these movies, so that's just a fun time. So yeah, Mummy. Mummy Returns, which is another one included in that 5 movie pack. Let's see, I don't believe we have any of the Scorpion King movies on 4K here in Denmark. So, yeah. And of course, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Not as great as the first 2, but I still... Jet Li's in it, so I might be a little biased. I guess I could be. Now, see, the second and the third one came with the slipcover, and the first one didn't. Now, I don't care all that much about slipcovers on regular studio releases like this, but when you have 2 out of 3 with a slipcover, that's a little annoying. Then I picked up Too Fast, Too Furious. Still sealed, as you can see. And again, for whatever reason, I don't have the first one on 4K yet, because all the other movies cheap as all hell, and the first one is still full price. So, gonna have to wait a little bit on that one. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Not much to say about these, just good fun movies. Fast and Furious 4. And Fast and Furious 5. You guessed it, Fast and Furious 6. And again, as you can see, first 5 movies, no slipcover. 6, slipcover. 7, slipcover. And 8, slipcover. And this one's the final movie in the 5-pack. So, yeah. Next franchise. First, X-Men. Again, I love my Marvel movies, but I've never been the biggest fan of the X-Men franchise. Or at least not the movies. So, yeah. I still pick them up. So, X-Men 2. X-Men 2 is probably the best. X-Men 3, The Last Stand. Again, I don't hate this movie nearly as much as other people do. I'll still say the first Wolverine movie is the worst one. Or maybe Apocalypse. X-Men First Class. And yeah, here it is. I don't like this movie at all. X-Men Apocalypse. And I don't have Days of Future Past here because I already had that one. So, yeah. And finally, the last 4K title. X-Men Dark Phoenix. I'll take this one over Apocalypse any day of the week. I didn't hate this nearly as much as other people did. So, yeah. Dark Phoenix. And the last 4K title in this go around. So, on the digital side, I only picked up 2 movies in February. The first one being Hard Kill with Bruce Willis. As most of you probably know, Bruce Willis is still my favorite actor. But if this is the kind of movies he's gonna keep putting out, then I don't feel the need to buy physical copies. Digital is fine by me, and especially in this case, Hard Kill is not a good movie at all, and from the looks of it, even on Google Play, it says that it has a 0 on the Rotten Tomato meter, even though I don't care about Rotten Tomato, but still, a 0. Yeah, it's not a good movie, but again, Bruce Willis, something inside me keeps buying them, I guess. Watched it one time, probably not going back to it anytime soon. Then I also picked up Homefront, written by Sylvester Stallone, starring Jason Statham. This was on sale. Google Play has these weekly sales going on. I always check every Monday morning when I get up getting ready to work. And this one was included. I figured, why not? It's been quite a while since I've seen it. I don't have the Blu-ray. I guess I don't feel the need to own the Blu-ray. But yeah, it's written by Sylvester Stallone, so I'm quite surprised that Stallone isn't starring in it. But I'll take Statham when he's the one that's in the role. And I quite enjoyed this movie. Again, it's a nice little action-packed movie. So, yeah, Homefront. I'll watch it again. Well, there you have it, my 50 plus update. I didn't expect to get this many titles, but they just kept coming in. And sadly, my March update won't be nearly as big. I will probably have a pretty small March update because it's time for my 2-year checkup on my car. So I gotta spend a little money on the car now. So movies will have to wait. Still no TV. I'm waiting on a new Sony TV to be released to see what prices are gonna be before I decide if I'm gonna get that one or find another one. I want, now that I can get a more expensive TV, I want to get the latest. So no, not saving on expenses on the TV this time. So with that, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.